Levack and Guys, 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Finally, the prodigal son returns.
Oh, man.
I had to listen to you on Big Board Sports with Roger and Zach. I run into you in the halls all the time now. You're like walking around the building and you still won't come on the show.
Listen, man, I honestly thought that you knew about that.
Derrick Brown here with us, first round draft pick in the New York Giants, a close personal friend of myself, or at least I thought he was. No, DB, man, we love you. I'm like sitting there the one day, guys, did you hear this? Like,
yeah, I know this. Like,
I was
you
driving
saw him
here
in the hallway. Oh, you heard him on the radio.
I was driving here, heard him on the radio, and I'm like, oh no, they did not.
Yeah, and I get a text though. And I'm like, oh my God, so I'm texting back during, I forget what I said. I said something like,
well, I wrote dead to me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This honestly sounds like
I'm not gonna lie. I felt horrible. I'm like, what do you mean dead to you? Like, what the hell did I do?
It sounds like a relationship, and you guys had broken up, and you didn't know he was dating somebody else, and DB was going to write back, oh, we're just friends, Levack. We're just friends. It's not like that.
Somebody else like my brother. Derrick, well, because I was working for a different radio station. I'm doing a remote note, like a cell phone store. Yeah. And in walks DB, and I'm like, dude, I loved when you were a Raider. And he looked at me like, dude, you're in Albany, New York, and you're calling me out for being a Raider?
I was like, yeah, all right, this is cool.
So, buddies ever since. But DB, let's talk about that team that drafted you in the first round, the New York Giants. First things first, when you see a guy like Odell Beckham Jr., all the talent in the world, and then he's out making sweet love to a field goal net on the sidelines. What do you think as a guy who played in the league as long as you did when you see that kind of stuff?
You know what? And I saw a little bit of that this morning as well. I'm like watching ESPN. I'm just like, what are you doing, man? Like, come on. The once or twice, okay, fine. I get it. It's a different day and age. It's all about marketing. It's all about keeping the cameras on you, so to speak. But man, this is like, to me personally, I think it's borderline tinkering on, sometimes I wonder about his mental health, his mental stability.
Me too. I tweeted that out the other day. There's something wrong with him. He's crazy.
Yeah. I understand, like, don't get me wrong. I mean,
he's definitely a narcissist. He's definitely, we all are a little narcissists, but he's definitely a narcissist.
Something like that. No, don't get me wrong. Like, the Bennett brothers, who I love. I like those guys. Yeah, they're different
crazy,
too.
Yeah.
But it's a different kind of crazy. It's a kind of crazy I kind of like. I don't know if I like this kind of crazy.
Do you remember a teammate you used to have? And it seems like the management overall for the Giants and the coaching staff, they're like, Odell, you just catch 8 balls, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Go do whatever else you want to do, as long as you're not costing us penalties. Do you remember dealing with a player in a locker room where the coaches and management were like, I don't know what's wrong with him, but as long as he's showing up on Sundays, we'll deal with it?
I think the closest person that I played with that came to that would be Andre Rison.
Okay.
But it was totally different, though. Again, it was a different kind of crazy. And I'm not going to say he was crazy. I'm just saying as far as management and players handling him sort of differently because of, how he was.
Because he was crazy.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know what, though? He was – but, again, I put him in the Bennett brother crazy type. You know what I mean? Where just off the rocker a little bit, but totally like there was definitely you didn't think anything else, but you knew doggone well that they were totally committed to winning in that football game, in that football program.
He wasn't getting you penalties. He was just weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Just weird. I mean, he might have got a couple penalties, whatever, but I mean, not like, not totally outlandish like this. Like, just different. Like, I think with him, it's kind of like all about me, and with Batman Rising and Bennett Brothers, it's still about team.
As long as Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't have any pop stars burning down his house, he's going to be just fine.
He was seen with a Kardashian.
Well,
and that net looks a little feisty.
That might be the kiss of death right there. Holy cow.
Derrick Brown with us right now, 104.5. The team, of course, DB, Golden Domer, first-round draft pick of the Giants, most importantly, a Raider. DB, when you look at this Giants team and you see Will Ty and Larry Donnell playing tight end, do a couple extra crunches, trying to get out there, get the hands ready, hit the jugs machine.
I tell you what, it's just it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, Brenda
you
Brown.
You can catch better than Larry Donnell.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. I could probably do better right now. I know damn well I can block a lot better than half these tight ends, at least 3/4 of them. Yeah, it's just I keep saying, I'm trying to get out of, you guys used to bust me all the time, like, oh, old man, Derrick, back when I used to play. No, now I just say it's just different. It's a different day and time. I'm not going to say it was better. I'm just going to say it is different.
Guys, you know what that means is other people like in DB's day-to-day life are like, what's up, old man Derrick?
Oh, God.
I think it's a little bit of that, and also DB would have loved to get this like situation where these tight ends are now lining up as wide receivers, and DB wouldn't have to worry about blocking it.
Oh.
I just get a one-on-one matchup out here on a 5'10" corner.
Exactly, and then all these rules too. With they can't chuck me, in 5 yards and do. Oh, please, have a field day. Ricky Dudley, Howard Cross. Can you imagine Eric Green working with these kind of rules? Please,
it would be insane. I mean,
Sterling, and he was great as he was. He would have got away with a whole lot of stuff.
Well, and what about Antonio Gates for the first half of his career? I mean, think where he would be right now, number wise. Derrick, when you look at this Giants team, and they're going to be playing in London this week. Do you still see them as a potential playoff team, or do you think that ship has already sailed?
You know what? I'm not going to say it's already sailed because anything can happen. I mean, this is NFL, and that's what makes it so great because every week you just really do not know. For example, on my Somerset Poker Tour Fantasy DraftKings Football League, which I texted you a couple times.
I know. I was relying
this past weekend. I was relying on the Steelers defense, Roethlisberger, and Antonio Brown. I was heavy on them. I was like, and he gets hurt.
Right.
And they don't do anything. They lay an egg to the doggone Dolphins. So that right there proves that anything can happen. No, I don't. But what kind of worries me a little bit, though, is because, they already have a distraction in that locker room right now. All right, that I'm really tired of talking about. But they already have a distraction there. And now they got to go over the pond. Right, the big going over to London, and if that was Coughlin's team, I'd be a little less worried because of just how he is. I'm not, and no disrespect to McAdoo, whatever, but I guarantee you Odell wouldn't be doing this crazy stuff with Tom there, or
but
not as much.
He kind of started it last year. Well, then again, it wasn't really. It wasn't the Tom Coughlin you played for last year.
You said he started.
Right.
Right. He's full-fledged now.
Right.
So
Tom Coughlin, when he was your manager or your coach, it was like he was the end all, but you knew he wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
Last year he knew he was coaching for his job. So okay, OBJ, 100 yards touchdown. Let's go, buddy. Do what you want. Where are you blooming on your hair? I don't care.
Oh yeah, exactly. So, but I just think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a difficult game. Actually for both teams. But being a professional athlete, it's all about doing the same thing over and over, same routine. And when you throw a game like this, it could throw you off. So whoever the best team, obviously, I guess it's cliche. Whatever best team does a better job preparing for it. Is going to win this game. And one thing we talked about before is in football, I think more games are actually lost than won. So whatever team is going to make the least mistakes is going to win.
All right, I like it.
When it comes to losing, it usually happens with me when it comes to poker. You have a great poker tournament going on. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, yeah. We have actually a part of Somerset Poker Tour, and but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about the Hannah's Hope Fund Charity Poker Tournament that we have coming up November 12th. It's going to be held up at the, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot where it was. Oh, at the American Legion in Mohawk Post, 1450 Grooms Road, Open Clifton Park. 4 to 11, and all the proceeds go towards Hannah's Hope. There's been a lot of stuff going on with Hannah, and in a positive direction. There was a couple of things, like stem cell research that has been very, very, very positive. And this would be a great time. Doors open at 3:30. We have a check-in plus dinner at 4. And then the tournament actually, Cards in the Air, begins at 5. And we're out of there by like 11. So this is not like one of those things where you're going to be coming home
marathon tournaments.
Yeah, no, not a marathon.
How do I sign up?
Oh, how do you sign up? What you're going to do is you're going to pre-register is required, and you're going to send an email to larry.spraker@gmail.com. That's LARRY.SPRAKER@gmail.com.
Man, I would love to go kick your butt at poker with all you Somerset guys.
How are you,
teasing me
DB?
online.
DB, are you good?
Coco de Jesus?
Coco Jesus. Yeah, am I pretty? Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm a season 6 champion. Yeah, but
that's because they won't let me play, guys.
Had a little bit of a cold run here, a little bit, but that's all right. If any of my brothers are out there listening, I'm about to wake up, so look out. I'm going to come out there and kicking butt and taking names.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to rent a room in your house because I need to get in this. I think we need to have a little hashtag hunt for Levackness on the Somerset.
If you're playing in that and you're using that, thank goodness I'm at the Garden that day. I'm going to do what I can to help out with the calls and everything. I want to see you guys go head to head, final table, winner take all.
I would listen, man. I'm ready.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. I'm in. Now let's talk about the real superstar in your house. How's Sid doing?
Sid's doing well. She's doing well. She's down there in Blairstown, New Jersey, Blair Academy, getting ready for basketball season. She reclassified as a junior, as you guys know, and she's loving life. She really, really enjoys it. She's going to school, eating, and playing a lot of basketball, ton of basketball.
What was more stressful, being Derrick Brown, the superstar tight end recruit, or being the father of Sydney Brown, the superstar basketball recruit?
You know what? I would probably say being the dad of Sydney Brown, because no one listens to the dad. So that's why there's more stress.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? No one listens to dad. Not that I was, I was number one.
Right. I went in the first round. None of you all have been through this. I have.
No, but all seriousness, she's doing good, and getting ready to take that ACT this week.
Nice.
So I know she's stressing about that. She hates taking those tests.
And DB told us off the air, SUNY, Albany, and Siena are our final 2 choices.
Oh, yeah.
No,
that's not what he said.
They're in the mix. Let's put it that way.
They are in the mix, though.
And to her credit, she's definitely has an open mind about it. There hasn't been any schools selected just yet. There hasn't been, I don't even know if she even has favorites right now. She's really looking at all her options, and truthfully, right now, she's just all her energy is focusing on getting ready for the season and taking this ACT.
Had there been a couple schools that, like, when you've seen her come across the table, you're like, really? Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's weird. It is kind of cool, when, she'll call and say, like, oh, Georgetown was at practice today, and, Clemson was at school today, and, the schools, I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is everything, you hope for, you dream for when you have a kid and you come from a sports family. It's a blessing, and I have to admit, thankfully it's been her drive and my son Reese as well. I'm not that dad that pushes them into it. I can tell you the truth, I really don't care if they play any kind of ball whatsoever. But it is kind of cool to see how genetics takes place.
Derrick Brown, he is a good friend, and now he's finally back where he belongs. Levack and guys, 2 to 7 weekdays, man. We got to get you in here every week. We miss you.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, we got to work on that.
Absolutely.
We definitely got to work on that. I love and miss you guys as well. And one last thing, I just wanted to say again, Hannah's Hope Poker Tournament coming up November 12th. It's a $100 donation is requested, and it's going to be good. It's big fun. I think this is like the 8th year, I think, or something like that we've had it. And we have food. There's an auction as well, silent auction. So big fun.
How much do I win when I take you down?
How much do you win? Depends.
Yeah.
Well, you know what though? Here's the thing. I'm not going to say. I don't know. I just heard that there might be side things going on with different groups and people, and I don't know about the wagering. I don't know if that's the right term to use, but gentlemen's discussions regarding who's going to end up last man standing, backing your confidence. Right, exactly. I like that.
No, is it like so? What does winner get of the tournament? Because I know, it's for a good cause, but at the same time,
well, the prizes range from I'm not gonna say vacations, but like golf foursomes,
nice.
Seats at World Series of Poker, satellite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like at what's that? Dang man, what's that casino in Connecticut?
Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan Sun.
Big casinos though. Not just Turning Stone, but Turning Stone as well. Also. In Connecticut.
Mohegan Sun?
Mohegan Sun. That's it. Yeah. stuff like
Very
that.
cool.
We'll edit that out, by the way. We'll make
We'll
that
make
sound
it
better.
work.
Yeah.
That's why God's is here.
That's why
That's
I
right.
apologize.
Yeah. But definitely apologize. That's why I love you guys, man. I tell you, you guys really, I am so happy that we kind of ran into each other, and really, I mean, you guys make this so easy. You listeners, you have no idea. These two guys really, really bust their tail. They work their butt off, and they make it easy, and they make it fun to come in. Like, I love coming in here, and we definitely got to do something so I can get in here a lot more.
All right, now I'm crying. I thought I wasn't going to do it. Here I go. All right, DB, we love you, brother.
DB. All right,
Don't be a
thanks, man.
stranger, man.